Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we are going to be talking about Jigstack. So, as you guys know, I haven't made a video on Jigstack in a fairly long time, but I do want to talk about this asset. For a lot of you HBAR holders out there, you're going to want to watch this entire video. So with that being said, let's just do a deep dive in on this, right? So I've been talking about Jigstack since May, so roughly about 3 months almost. And this is one of those assets that I do think has the potential to make a lot of people a lot of money, especially at this ground floor level that we are at. We are at 1 cent. 1 cent. That means if you wanted to have 100,000 coins, just 100,000 coins, you only need $1,000. That's it. That's it. And we are at these ground floor levels where if we go to the all-time high, your $1,000 has a potential return. And if we look over here, right, this is the all-time high over here. Our all-time high currently is roughly about 22 cents. That means that your $2,000 will net you $22,000 if we go to that all-time high once again. And I do think that we will get there. It's actually almost 23 cents. So it is what it is. I think that this is one of those assets that has a massive potential return of 100x to even 1000x. I think that this is most likely going to be my first 1000x fully. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I have never 1000x in this game. And it's not because I'm, inexperienced or anything like that. It's just the fact that it is hard to find these 1000x assets on the low. I mean, long term, yeah, a lot of the assets that I'm in will turn into a 1000x asset. But most of my buying for alts happened in 2017 and also in 2018 on the bear market. So I didn't hold these assets long enough to see a 1000x. DAG looks like it could be my actual first 1000x, but I think Jigstack is going to make a run for its money. When we look at the holders tab, there's 9,382 holders right now. This is crazy to me. We have been growing in holders for over 3 months if we look back here. And I think that this is only the beginning of what's to come with Jigstack. Sitting at a $30.4 million market cap, going off of the $3 billion in circulating supply, or in total supply. Circulating supply is about 1.6 billion, so roughly about half of this is actually not in circulation. So the actual market cap is roughly about $15-16 million. So we are still at massive ground floor levels. I continue to invest in this because this is going to be a massive asset. When we talk about NFTs, I've talked about NFTs for a very long time, right? 30 minutes left. We sent a Bitcoin chart to space, and now we're selling it as an NFT. $1,182. All proceeds go to charity. This was on the 24th at 11:30 a.m. Now it was all the way up to $2,000, $2,500, $4,000, almost $5,000, over $5.4 thousand, almost $7,000, $8,200, $20,000, and this continues to go. There's a lot of assets in this space like this. NFTs are pretty much the growth that we are going to see, but we also have to compare OpenSea and stuff like that to Jigstack's new product, and we're going to be talking about that. So I also said here, the gallery is going to be absolutely huge. A ton of collections and projects to be released on this platform. Keep in mind the Filecoin and Hedera partnership that recently happened. Well, Jigstack is now partnered with both of them now. If you hold HBAR, consider holding Stack. And this goes with Gallery partnering with Filecoin. Filecoin and IPFS provide a way for platforms to store their files in a decentralized manner, always accessible, always secure, completely private, and at significantly cheaper cost. Guys, are you paying attention to what is happening? When we talk about the gallery, it's going to be an absolute massive gem for those who are staking their stack as well. Because if we look over here, do you know every day is the first 5,000 days, Beeple, who is an artist, his NFTs were sold for $70 million almost. Imagine if it was sold on the gallery. 55 million stack to Stack Bank, APY times 3, 14 million stack would have been overall allotted to all of those who are staking. That is absolutely, that's massive, guys. So, or actually, I think 55 million would have got released to the stack bank. That's what I'm seeing here. So every sale, thanks Jigstack DAO. So every sale on Stack Bank, or I should say on the gallery, will go into the Stack Bank. Most of it will be burned. All right, so yeah, so 55 million will be in the Stack Bank, and that will be allotted to those who are holding and staking. And then 14 million would be burned. So a lot of stack will be burned overall in terms of these transactions. So I think a lot of the, pretty much supply is going to be diminished on stack. Stack is going to be an absolute gem. I hold so much of it now because I do see the long-term vision behind it. Now we also see here, what will gallery features for V1? Connect your MetaMask and start bidding for the NFTs you like. Artist registration and auctions. Auctions will support bidding, no secondary markets, 3.5 fees, 1% goes to Stack Bank. Register here. So all right, so I don't think that, or I guess that this is at the current price, so overall that is pretty crazy though still. Now this actually looks fairly clean, fairly simple as well for anybody who is trying to mint their NFTs. I think OpenSea and a few other ones like Rarible make it very complex, so I think that this is going to simplify that and provide a lot of value to those who want to get into NFTs. We also see that a new web page is coming for Jigstack. We also see Lemonade, Gallery, Santa, and a few other things are going to be released very soon as well. I think that this is only the beginning. I actually love the simplified view of the Stack website. Once this actually launches, I'll be doing a video on this. I do also have a few other updates that will happen later in this week for Jigstack, so I do want to talk about those as well. Now we also see over here, 1% goes to Stack Bank equals stack stakers. So this is going to be very elusive for those who want to stack or stake their stack and earn residual income on the side as well. And I do love the look of Stack Bank overall, and also even the gallery, because I think that they both are doing incredible things, as we even see here. Look at the look of this. This looks extremely better than OpenSea, Rarible, whatever the case may be. I'm actually very excited for the launch of this platform as well. As you guys already know, I'm an artist myself, so I do want to jump in and actually mint some of my NFTs as well. So I am very bullish on this project nonetheless. Now I do also want to talk to you guys a little bit about more information regarding the gallery. At Gallery, we have put everything into improving the crypto artist experience. Get access to seamless interface that will help you sell your NFTs easily. Stay tuned. We have many more features in store for you. And this is exactly the selling point. Like, NFTs are huge. I've talked about how, they've done a 2100% of an increase from Q4 of 2020 to Q1 of 2021. And this is only the beginning for NFTs. I think NFTs are going to grow at a massive rate. And I do think that the gallery does have a lot of potential to usurp a lot of that, market value as well. Now we also see Lemonade, because FYI, staking on Stack Bank if you would like to participate in future IDOs. Again, all staking is incredible. Now, right now, the APY is about 2.92% on Stack Bank, but the difference is that that number will increase significantly as more and more transactions are made over the gallery and so forth. I think it's only a matter of time before a lot of those people who are staking are going to reap the massive benefits. We also see over here the NFT industry is booming, and it wouldn't be right for Jigstack to just sit around and watch. We just hear, do you already know what non-fungible token NFTs mean? What's the difference between non-fungible and fungible? Read more here, and this is going in depth on what NFTs are. I already know what they are. If you guys don't, you should definitely read this, but I think that this is great. Now, this isn't one of those projects that is jumping on every single thing that's, booming. For an example, we've seen that problem with Loom. This is not one of those cases. Jigstack is doing extremely different things. As you guys already know, we are ground floor level. We are extremely early. I mean, look at this chart. This looks like every single one of those charts. Do you remember when I was doing, I did a lot of videos on a lot of these assets. For an example, Alliance Block, right? So actually, let's go to Alliance Block. I also want to do, we'll talk about UDO as well. So with that being said, let's go to UDO or UNIDO. And a lot of these assets are very similar in terms of their chart, right? So here's that, all-time high of, almost 23 cents. And this is the chart. Looks terrible, right? Looks very, gross, to be honest, if you were buying up here. That is why I say always DCA in and do not go massively hard when you first invest in something. Now, overall, a lot of these charts look eerily similar. So this is going back to May. So it's roughly about a 3-month span. We'll go off of the 3-month span just to show you guys what the chart actually looks like on all of these assets here. So let's go to the 3-month tab. UNITO might be a little bit different though. So yeah, let's go to the year to date more specifically. So right now, if we're looking at the Jigstack overall, chart, it looks terrible, right? I'll be completely honest with you. Price action does not look great, but the price action for a lot of these assets, we'll just go off of the year chart on both of these, but I'll go off of the UNITO one first, right? So this is that all-time high of almost $1. Look at the sideways trading. Again, it was gross until we finally started to break up and go, and we will eventually get back to this zone in some time. But again, this is one of those small cap gems. Again, this is one of those assets that, they always do the same thing, right? Especially if you have an unlock. A token unlock will really ruin the price. But again, even a lines block, 90 cents, came down, traded sideways before it built up. I know it's not exactly eerily similar to the Jigstack chart. UNITO is more so like that. But a lot of these assets that are very minimal cap gems are massive utility tokens in the making. They just don't have the massive amount of volume that other tokens have, because if you look at the market, it's only on a few exchanges, and a lot of these exchanges are extremely hard to buy with. So once this gets a listing, once it gets solid projects live, which StackBank is live now, so once we have the gallery live and all that stuff, this is really going to boom in price, in my opinion. I think that it's only a matter of time before we really launch in price. And guys, this is basically ground floor levels. We could see a little bit lower, but it is what it is. Right now, if I actually refresh this, we're only down about 1.35%. Keep a close eye on Jigstack if you guys are in it. If you guys aren't and you guys hold HBAR, I would definitely consider jumping in, because Jigstack is going to be a giant in the making. There's going to be a lot of updates this week. I'm going to be posting more videos for you guys on Jigstack. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.